The circle x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 2y minus 20 equals 0 has center C and passes through points A and B. A. State the coordinates of C. The general formula for a circle is x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared, where the center is at AB and the radius is equal to r. So to find the coordinates of C, which is the center, we just need to rearrange that expression into this format. Rearranging into that format is like completing the square twice. Complete the square for x and complete the square for y. And then we can move all the constant terms to the other side of the equation to make it look like the general formula. And now that our equation is in the exact same format as the general formula, we can tell what the center of the circle is. And the center is at minus 2, 1. It is given that the midpoint D of AB has coordinates 1.5, 1.5. B. Find the equation of AB, giving your answer in the form y equals mx plus c. From part A, we know that the center of the circle is at minus 2, 1, and the circle has a radius of square root 25, which is equal to 5. And with this piece of information, we can roughly sketch the image of our circle and points A and B and our midpoint D. Since A and B are points on the circle, this makes the line AB a chord of the circle. And since AB is a chord of the circle, this means that a line drawn from the radius to the midpoint of the chord makes a right angle with that chord. So therefore, CD is perpendicular to AB. If C and D are perpendicular to AB, this means that if we find the gradient CD, we should be able to find the gradient AB. And we can find the gradient CD from the two coordinates of C and D. So if the gradient CD equals 1 over 7, this means that the gradient of the line AB must equal minus 7. For a straight line, the m represents the gradient, so therefore we know that the line AB must be y equals minus 7x plus c. So all that's left is to find the value of c. And we know that the line AB passes through the point D, which is 1.5, 1.5. This means that when x equals 1.5, y must also equal 1.5. And we can substitute this into the equation y equals minus 7x plus c and solve for the value of c. And now that we know that c equals 12, we just need to substitute it back into the equation for line AB. Therefore, the equation for line AB is equal to y equals minus 7x plus 12.